Someone is stashing money in your home in this place. The place is my dear child. If you are an angel believer, begin this video and view it in its entirety. Angel states the wind is talking tonight. It sweeps across your drapes, not accidentally, not by ordinary weather, but with a message, borne along distance and silence. You felt this before, the breathless halt within the room the instant you approach a corner and sense the air change. You feel a presence even when there is no one in sight. You continue to tell yourself it's your imagination, but it is not. There is a hand drawing secrets along your walls and eyes that have watched you while asleep from corners you have not remembered to dust. There is something in your house that has been hidden from you. It has a pulse not of life but of lies tucked away behind your walls. You are being watched not by some stranger, but by someone who understands how you breathe, how you wake up, how you eat, how you dream. This isn't paranoia, it is revelation. The time is thin, the veil is thinner, time is breaking open, and the truth is bleeding through. You've prayed for a breakthrough, and heaven has heard, but with breakthrough must come exposure. The truth is not always kind, but it is always necessary, and now it is crawling toward your doorway. There's a whisper in your hallway. Listen closer. It's not just a house noise, it's a gasp from the other side of the veil of understanding. Someone is attempting to warn you, someone who can't sleep, someone whose truth was planted long before your pain started. Now they've witnessed the lie, they've witnessed the moment it was concealed, folded up neatly under your trust, hidden behind laughter and lies. They've seen the face of the person who did this, and now so will you. You remember the day when the air felt off in your living room. The sunlight came through the window but didn't bring warmth. You wondered why. You felt a chill even when wrapped in blankets. You didn't know then what you were truly feeling. It wasn't just temperature, it was energy. It was warning. Something was happening around you that your spirit noticed before your mind did. The person who entered your space that week, the one who stayed a bit too long, who asked about things that seemed trivial. They weren't just visiting, they were planting something, not a gift but a disguise, not a blessing but a lie. They touched your walls, they walked through your hallway with purpose. They carried something with them, not in their hands but hidden in a coat, a bag, or maybe even their voice. When they left, they didn't just walk away, they left something behind, and not just the usual emptiness, something more, something heavy, and it's still there. They chose the place carefully. They waited until your back was turned. They waited until your soul was distracted. They used your peace as a blanket to cover their theft. It wasn't a crime in public eyes, but heaven saw it, and heaven does not forget this person. You trust them, or you did. You think of them as someone harmless, someone incapable of such deception. That's the mask they wore. But when they were in your house, their mind wasn't on you, it was on survival, it was on greed, it was on hiding what they couldn't admit to anyone else, not even themselves. They feared discovery, so they buried the truth in your home. You've had dreams lately, dreams of being followed, dreams of finding things hidden in strange places, dreams of opening a drawer and finding something you didn't know was yours that wasn't Fiction that was prophecy, that was your spirit speaking, in the only language it had left, symbol, image, urgency. You kept waking up feeling unsettled. That's because your soul knows something is off, something is hidden, and it's not just emotional, it's physical. There is money in your home that does not belong to you, or perhaps it does now, perhaps it was meant to be a gift, a burden, a test, a trap. It has been folded in towels, stuffed in old furniture, tucked behind books you never read. It has been wrapped in lies, and now it is time to unravel them. Heaven has waited, heaven has watched. You have been kind, you have forgiven too easily, you have let people move through your life without questioning their intentions, but that time is over. This isn't about bitterness, it's about truth. This isn't about revenge, it's about justice. And the spirit of revelation is now present in your house, not just visiting, not just whispering, but roaring. The person who did this has smiled at you recently. They asked you questions about your schedule, they asked about where you store things. It seemed casual, it wasn't there, checking to see if the secret is still hidden. They are afraid you might find it. They are nervous, and soon they will be more than nervous, because you are being awakened. Look closely at the space beneath your staircase, the hollow behind the third drawer, the loose tile near the bathroom. These are not just flawed constructions, they are signals. One of them holds the truth, one of them holds the cash, one of them holds the weight of someone else's deception. The amount isn't small, it wasn't tucked away in panic, it was hidden with calculation. It might be bundled in rubber bands, it might be wrapped in cloth, it might be held in a container you thought was empty, but the value is real, and it was placed there so that you would never find it, or so they thought. You were chosen not to be a victim, but to be a vessel of justice, of divine knowing. This money was taken, not earned, it was perhaps even meant to divine, not because you were shaken, but because you are about to be restored. The one who placed this cash, the one who chose your home as a hiding place, did not ask your permission. They did not come in love, they came in silence, hoping to keep you in the dark. But light is stronger, truth is louder, and God's timing is perfect. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. You have been praying for clarity. You've asked for answers, not once, not twice, but repeatedly. Some of those prayers felt like whispers into a void. Some of them felt like tears swallowed by the pillow, but none were wasted, none were ignored. Heaven gathered them one by one and formed this moment, this unveiling. You've been tired, not just physically, but deeply tired, the kind of exhaustion that doesn't go away after sleep, the kind of heaviness that wraps around the chest. And now you will feel that burden lift, not all at once, not like lightning, but like a morning fog, slowly clearing. You will feel breath returning to your lungs, your space will feel lighter, your nights will feel safer, because clarity brings peace. You may not even realize how deeply this secret has affected your atmosphere, but once it's uncovered, you will feel it. You will look back and understand why things felt off, why certain moments were uneasy. You will finally understand. Do not be afraid. This isn't to stir fear. This is to open your eyes to what is already happening. Nothing is coming that God hasn't already made provision for. Nothing will be revealed that heaven hasn't already shielded you from. You are not late, you are not behind, you are right on time. Someone trusted their secret to the wrong house. Someone used your space as a vault. Someone thought they were being clever, but the truth is they underestimated the power of your connection to the divine. They didn't know that you walk with God. They didn't realize your spirit listens when heaven whispers. That whisper is getting louder now. The revelation is drawing nearer. You will not have to search wildly or tear things apart. It will come like a soft voice you will be drawn to. It guided, pulled in a way you cannot explain, and when you see it, when your eyes land upon it, you will know. You may feel a wave of emotions, relief, confusion, even betrayal. Let them come, let them pass through you, but do not hold on to bitterness. Do not let anger take root. Let revelation bring freedom, not chains. What matters now is that you are being shown. What matters now is that clarity is your portion. Trust that all things hidden are now being brought into light, not just in your house, but in your life. The person who did this may not be ready for exposure. They may try to deny. They may act innocent, but it will be clear. The evidence will speak, and you will no longer live in the shadows of someone else's deceit. You have been patient, you have endured quietly, but now is the hour of divine intervention. The doors that were closed are unlocking. The questions that haunted you are being answered, and the eyes that wept in secret are being dried by the breath of heaven. If you felt watched, it's not paranoia. If you felt someone hiding something, you're right. If you felt like something was in your home that didn't belong to you, it's true, but it's almost over. Now the exposure is coming, and peace will follow. Don't rush. Let this happen in divine time. You will not miss it. You cannot miss it. The spirit of truth is not subtle when it is time. The guidance will be unmistakable. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are deeply loved. You are seen. The hand of God is with you in your rising, you're sleeping, you're walking, and even in your wondering. You may not know everything, but you are known, and in being known you are protected. This discovery will change how you look at certain people. It may shift a relationship. It may answer a question you were too afraid to ask, but it will also set you free from guessing, free from confusion, free from someone else's manipulative silence. Do not feel guilty for uncovering what was never meant to stay in your home. Do not feel ashamed for needing the truth. Truth is not a punishment, it's a gift, and you are being gifted with sight. Everything that belongs to you will be restored. Everything that has been hidden will be revealed. Everything that was meant to harm you will lose its power, because the truth cannot be buried forever. The wind has shifted. The stillness is breaking. There is movement in your home that is not natural. It is spiritual. It is divine guidance preparing you. You will know exactly what to do, where to look, when to move, and how to respond. You won't have to Guess you won't have to fear, you only have to pray, you only have to trust, and you only have to listen, because finally God is exposing. Be yours all along, but they stole the opportunity from you. They brought it back into your home, into your life, and hid it like a secret, waiting to rot. But secrets don't rot in silence, they scream, and this one is screaming. Now that you feel in your spirit that strange sense that something is behind you when you walk past that room, that object you almost tripped on last week. None of it was random, the divine is leading you, and now finally God is exposing someone is hiding cash in this place, in your house. You need to know this, which you are going to know today. They didn't expect this moment, they thought time would cover their tracks, they thought your kindness would blind you, they thought you'd never notice, but you did not in full, but in fragments. The puzzle is almost complete, and when it is, you will realize just how long you've been circling the truth. There will be confirmation. Someone will call you today, someone will slip up in conversation, someone will make a comment that seems off but is actually a clue. Listen closely, don't react too quickly, just observe. The truth is revealing itself piece by piece. Your ancestors are watching, they have waited for this. They saw the deceit and knew it would not last. They have whispered through your dreams, they have moved the air in your kitchen, they have dropped keys, made lights flicker, closed doors without a breeze, all to tell you it's here, it's time. This isn't just about cash, it's about trust, it's about reclaiming what was taken from you, it's about justice long overdue. You don't need to confront them, you don't need to fight, you just need to follow the signs. The signs are everywhere now, in the shift of shadows, in the behavior of the person who keeps coming back into your space, offering help you didn't ask for. Watch them not with suspicion but with clarity. There is a knock coming. It might be literal, it might be spiritual. Either way it brings change, either way it brings answers. Start with the hallway, then go to the back of your wardrobe. Check behind the mirror that feels slightly uneven, tap the wall, listen for the hollow. There's something there, and when you find it you will remember this moment. The breath you're holding right now will be released in a single gasp of realization, and then you will know the reason they hid it wasn't just for themselves, it was also to control you, to watch you unknowingly live in a space they had corrupted, to laugh behind your back while you struggled, unaware that abundance was sitting feet away, buried in silence. But silence has an end, and you have reached it. Cry if you must. This revelation will feel heavy, it will carry memories, it will trigger thoughts you thought you buried, but let it all come, let it all rise. The truth does not destroy it, purifies. You are being washed in knowing, you are being bathed in clarity. When you remove the object concealing it, when your hands brush against what they thought you'd never touch, you will not just find money, you will find a version of yourself who is no longer naive, no longer unaware, no longer silent. The person who did this may try to explain, they may beg, they may deny. Let them, you don't need their permission to see the truth, you only need your intuition, and it is screaming now. Screaming through every flickering lamp, every misplaced object, every dream that left you gasping for air. This is your moment. A door is opening. Behind it is not just what was, hidden behind it is who you are becoming, the one who sees, the one who knows, the one who no longer waits for permission to uncover what has been sitting in the shadows too long. Do not delay. Don't tell too many people what you suspect. Let the truth bloom in quiet. Let it speak without noise. Let it rise like incense from the floorboards of your home. The answers are ready. They are waiting in the place where you least expect. Someone is hiding cash in this place in your house. You need to know this, which you are going to know today. The moment is already beginning to open. You felt something, didn't you? A strange tug in your spirit, like a whisper that pulled your eyes toward a corner of the house you never look at too long. It's not just your imagination. There is more in your house than meets the eye, more than what has been shown to you, more than what anyone has ever told you. There is a secret buried not in silence but in shadows, waiting for this exact moment. This message is not meant to scare you. It's not meant to cause unrest. It is meant to awaken what was already placed in your heart, the knowing, a sacred knowing, a divine awareness that has been rising like the tide. You're not going mad. You're not being suspicious. You're being guided. The hand of heaven is stretched over your roof. The presence of light is moving through each hallway, each corner, each crevice. There's a vibration in your chest that wasn't there before, a heartbeat that matches something eternal. It is a sign something sacred is being revealed. You were never meant to live in confusion. You were never meant to be deceived inside your own home, but someone with hands not pure, someone with intentions wrapped in self-interest has placed something hidden, something that doesn't belong to them, in a place they thought no one would ever find. But now is the time. Now the hour has come. There is a presence walking through your house. You may not see it with your eyes, but your soul feels it. It's brushing past curtains, gliding near the mirror, resting momentarily near your door frame. It's watching and waiting, not to harm, not to frighten, but to speak, to bring truth that has been waiting in silence. You can almost feel your breathing change when you're near the area, and you've asked yourself, why do I always avoid that spot? Why do I feel strange when I pass there? And now you know why. The secret is there. The truth has waited long enough. Someone is hiding cash in this place in your house. You need to know this, which you are going to know today. You may have suspected something. You may have heard faint words between rooms, or felt a strange unease when certain people entered your space. Your instincts weren't wrong. Heaven gave you those instincts. It was divine protection even in your confusion. And now the veil is lifting. Now the time of uncovering has begun. There is a chair that has not been moved in weeks, maybe months. There is a cabinet with a drawer that never fully closes. There is a small crack behind a picture frame that no one else seems to notice. Do you know it? Do you feel it now as the words pass through your spirit like warm oil on your skin? You've been near it. You've been inches from it. You've even looked at it, but never knew. Today your eyes will be opened. This has not gone unseen by heaven. The person who did this, though they may have smiled, acted kind, offered you things in pretense they did not act with purity they thought the night would cover them they thought secrecy was safety they thought silence would shield them from exposure but light does not sleep, light sees and you are not alone you are deeply loved you are protected you are surrounded by grace so deep and wide that nothing truly nothing can harm you you may have felt fear you may have second-guessed yourself but the peace you are about to feel is stronger than the fear you had to endure that's how you will know it is coming back to your truth even when your heart was tired because there is a destiny that rides on your lips the voice you carry is not just for the world around you it's for you too it's the sound of healing for your own wounds every time you speak life into others something blooms in you every time you remind someone else that they are chosen you are reminding your own soul that you too are part of something greater than this moment many people are talking about your mouth because they sense something is about to shift some are confused some are envious some are convicted but none of them can deny the truth your mouth holds power your mouth carries blessing your mouth is rising even when your circumstances try to pull you back down you have survived storms that were sent to silence you you have walked through seasons where you felt unheard ignored and dismissed but still your voice rose like incense still your words became bridges for others to walk music across still your truth remained you didn't know it then but you were being refined you were being carved by the Spirit into a mouthpiece of destiny. The fire you've endured wasn't to destroy you it was to purify your lips the pressure you felt wasn't punishment it was preparation you were being made ready for a moment when your words would no longer be overlooked there is coming a time very soon when what you say will echo beyond your circle you'll say something simple and it will land in the hearts of thousands you'll whisper something gentle and it will become the roar someone needed to wake up and live again don't doubt the voice you carry don't underestimate the mouth God has given you there is a reason your voice survived everything that tried to mute it you carry something that can't be replicated your story your journey your pain your passion all of it has been woven together to create a sound that only you can produce you are a trumpet of restoration a vessel of truth a mirror of love your silence would be a loss to this world that's why heaven kept breathing life into you when you felt breathless that's why God kept placing messages in your heart even when you felt unworthy to share them because your mouth is a wellspring it is not just speech it is spirit and spirit never dies there are people waiting to hear what's in your heart there are people who have been praying for a sign in your mouth carries the answer you've been thinking it's not enough not eloquent not wise enough but what flows through you is divine you've been told to be quiet to tone it down to soften the truth but your boldness is a balm to the broken your honesty is healing someone who's been hiding in shame your ability to speak hope without pretending life is perfect is exactly what the world needs right now this message is for you your voice matters more than you no the world doesn't need more perfect words the world needs your authentic Voice the world needs the way you say things, the rhythm of your breath, the truth of your eyes. When you speak, you were not made to blend, and you were not made to be silent. You were made to carry sound, and that sound is changing lives already, even if you don't always see it. There will come a day when the same people who whispered about your mouth will be the ones leaning in to hear it. There will come a day when your voice is the answer to a room full of questions. There will come a moment when someone tells you, I'm still here because of what you said, and it won't be pride you feel. It will be awe that your voice was used in ways you never imagined. Awe that something as simple as your words could touch eternity. Awe that even when you didn't feel like enough, your mouth was still carrying light. You are not just speaking music, words. You are breaking chains. You are building bridges. You are calling people back to who they truly are. The Spirit has anointed your mouth, and no amount of gossip, misunderstanding, or noise can cancel what has been divinely appointed. You are rising in grace, and with that rise your voice will rise. Don't stop speaking truth. Don't silence yourself to make others comfortable. Don't water down the fire in your chest. Speak even when your voice shakes. Speak even when no one claps. Speak even when you feel small, because every time you do, heaven moves. Every time you do, something shifts. Every time you are walking in purpose. There is still more to say. There are still words in you that the world needs to hear. You haven't even scratched the surface of the impact you'll make. The best is not behind you, it's within you, waiting, ready, alive. Your mouth is about to speak things that will transform not just others but you. You are about to speak things that will unlock blessings you didn't know were waiting. You are about to say things that will change the atmosphere in rooms that felt heavy for years. Your voice will be a sword of light, cutting through confusion, clearing the path for peace, opening hearts that were once shut. Don't let fear quiet you. Don't let rejection silence you. Don't let the noise of others become louder than your call. You were born to speak, and your time is now. Let your mouth declare what is good. Let your mouth restore what has been broken. Let your mouth carry grace in every syllable. The same mouth that once trembled in fear will soon roar in faith. The same mouth that once held back will now overflow. And when the world asks, where did this come from? You'll smile. You'll remember every moment you thought it was over. You'll remember every tear, every silence, every prayer, and you'll say, it was always there. I just had to trust the voice inside of me. Blessings are coming because your mouth is not only anointed, it is aligned, it is pure, it is ready, and heaven is leaning in to hear what you will say next. Use it with love. Speak with boldness. Let grace shape every phrase. Let compassion lace your sentences. Let truth ring louder than fear, because your mouth is a river, and it is flowing, and the world is thirsty for what you have to pour. You are chosen for this moment. You are seen. You are loved, and your voice is not forgotten. Speak, beloved, speak. Speak like the wind carries your words across generations. Speak like your breath is a miracle. Speak like heaven is listening, because it is, and I must tell you this, your mouth has been silenced before. Someone tried to shame you into silence to make you believe your words weren't worthy, to convince you that your voice was too much, too loud, too raw, too real. But I say this to you now, finally God is exposing all of that. Open it now before the lies settle deeper. I am exposing every root of shame that clung to your voice like a noose. I am cutting it off. You were never too much, you were never too loud, you were never a mistake. Your voice is part of your calling, and I have come to restore it completely. I am healing every word spoken over you in childhood that tried to shut you down. I am removing the fear of rejection that kept you silent when you should have spoken. I am restoring your boldness, not arrogance but holy confidence. Speak when I speak, whisper when I whisper, roar when I roar through you, but never again hide your light just to make